Well, what was that moment like when you got the phone call and you found out that you were going to be in the Hall of Fame?
It was kind of surreal. I really didn't know what to do, what to say. It was kind of why I drifted over to Coach Donovan and Sam, because I wanted to share the news with them. So it's the reason why I drifted over to see those guys was to kind of share that news with them and just kind of let somebody know, because I really didn't know how to feel. When you get a new, something like that, you want to try and you want to let somebody know, and they were the two guys that were closest to me at the time. So.
You have been bypassed before. Were you still hopeful? You think you'd get in, or were you just kind of let it come? What was your...
Well, I don't think I had been bypassed before, but I was a finalist. I don't know how many times, so it wasn't. I mean, when you become a finalist in the Hall of Fame, I mean, what do? You get upset? I wasn't upset. You become a finalist in the Hall of Fame. That's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. So I wasn't. When people ask me all the time now, it's like, you're there. It took a while for you to get there. I mean, it's never it's always the right time for me to get in the Hall of Fame. It's like, I mean, what do you say? They voted you in and said you should have been there. No, whenever they vote you in, that's your time to be in.
Has it had a chance now to sink in after a couple of days and kind of put it into perspective? I mean,
well, I don't think I can ever put it in perspective. I don't think that's something for myself to put in perspective, because I'm actually here because of the people I've played with, people that just I associated myself with, and the players, that I played with, the coaches I played for. Those people are one of the main reasons why I'm here. So keeping in perspective is the people that I associated myself with throughout my years.
You've said before on the record, and Billy has joked about you saying that you look at other people, all other Hall of Famers' numbers, and you say your numbers don't stack up against them. Now that you're in, have you come around to thinking that your numbers stack up against them?
Well, you know what? I don't think I'm in here for my numbers. Certainly, I don't think the numbers that I put up. I mean, they speak for themselves, the numbers. But I just think that the reason why I played the game was playing it for my teammates. I'm trying to win, and hopefully people can recognize that, which they have, and different players today are not just about putting up numbers, because everybody's not capable of putting up 25 and 30 points, but there are some people that have impacts on the game more than just averaging 25 and 15 rebounds. There's a lot of players that do different things that have a lot of impact on the game, and I was probably one of those guys.
Player, teammate, champion, coach, mentor, part-time anthem singer. I mean, this is your life. This is your life. You think about that? What a life you've had in this game.
Yeah, I've been very blessed to be in this game as long as I've been in it, and I've been very blessed to be around the type of people I've been in it. So I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly at all. Just the coming from where I came from Chicago, and going to Texas. No, I don't think anybody, for myself, can project the journey that I've been on. I can't project it, but I feel very blessed and very honored to have taken this journey, and I do not take it lightly.
Yeah, a long way from the Taylor homes.
Yeah, a long way from Robert Taylor. And when I got this news, first thing I've done is thought about where I've come from and some of the people I've been around, some of the players in high school. A couple guys I talked to right after I got this news, and we just shared a couple stories of and everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Even you guys with these microphones, you have stories, and that's one of the things about living is as you keep living, there's always some stories to be told. And this is, for me, it's like a great story. It's like for my kids and their kids, and just my mother. She's pretty much like myself. I told her the news, and she's pretty down. congratulations. Like, you know, no big to do, but you know, I don't know. It's just always hard for me to talk about this kind of stuff. It's special. It's more special for people around me, probably more than myself. But I enjoy it. I mean, people walk around calling me Hall of Famer. I mean, you know, it's humbling. It's more humbling than anything else that I can say.
How have you know, you just said it's not about the numbers, but people can impact other ways than numbers. How does it help you in coaching? You're credited with a lot of Russell Westbrook when he was young.
Oh man, I don't know about.
But how does that translate? How have you been able to utilize that?
Oh,
Just coaching.
story there.
Well, just coaching in general, not just Russ, just coaching in general. How are you able to use that to help you as a coach in teaching guys?
Well, I think the game from when I was playing to the game now. I mean, you have to evolve around the game. The game, today's game is a lot of numbers involved. So that's part of the game. I don't think when I was playing the game wasn't as many numbers. I mean, it's still 2 points here, 2 points there. The game today is about numbers, as far as I'm concerned, and you just kind of evolve with it. I mean, you evolve with the game, you evolve with the knowledge of the game, and just you keep moving with Russell or Carmelo or Paul or anybody. You just kind of evolve with the game.
That said, you were like one of the most efficient point guards to ever play. Was that something you were really conscious of as a player, or was it just naturally fit your style?
Well, it fit my style, number one, and number two, I had people and players around me that were better at certain things. So, you know, if I was a volume shooter, it wouldn't have helped our team because I had better guys that were better at shooting the ball than I was. So, offensively, I pretty much was a recipient of the other players, like the Moses, Docs, Andrews, those guys. I was a recipient of them getting double teamed and the ball coming to me at different times when I was usually wide open.
You mentioned your mom. Was there anybody in particular you were most excited to tell the news to?
My kids, they were pretty excited about it. I mean, I remember taking my son to a Boston Celtic 5th game, and he probably was 2. So, and it was a 5th game, and so they don't have 5 games anymore. It was 5th game is the final of a first round series with the Celtics, and he was like 2 years old. He has no knowledge of it. So, you know, for them to see this part that's going on right now, and for me to tell them that I was a decent player, for me to say it and now to see something coming from it is a little different.
Anybody else? Thanks, Mo.
Thank you, Mike.